It's Bike to Work Week time, and that's got the girls talking about commutes in this week's Hot Button. Why don't people just take this to work? Isn't that be way better?
Hello and welcome to Hot Button. Today we are talking about alternate forms of transportation. Have you ever participated in Bike to Work Week? How green are your transportation choices? So we asked our friends on social media if they were willing to leave their car at home. And Faith on Facebook says when she used to work, she would always walk or ride her bike. But now she walks her daughter to and from school every day. A 40-minute walk for her twice a day, which is awesome exercise.
Yep, good exercise for her. And Charmaine says, I longboard. It's green and efficient and incredibly good exercise if you're safe about it and don't push your limits or the laws. And I didn't know there was any laws about longboards, but that's fun. Christina says, I should start walking to work. That's the spirit, Christina.
Well, I am excited to say that I am participating in Bike to Work Week this year, but I can only go one way because from the office to my home in Caldas Lake is about 30 kilometers, which only takes me about an hour and a half.
But how does that even work if you go one way?
Well, because I actually have to either like get a ride or someone to bring me here with my bike, and then I would bike home.
That's a great view. It does sound like so much fun, and I wish I could be a part of Bike to Work Week, but I would basically be biking 300 kilometers a day because I commute from Langley to Chilliwack, then to Vancouver pretty much daily. So I would definitely be spending my entire day biking. But other than me, there's 11,000 people registered for Bike to Work Week. And I bet you there's like double the amount that are taking part because you don't really need to register to be a part of it.
No, I am not registered at all.
So just bike to work.
Okay, and besides biking to work, there's other ways that you can contribute. You can walk, you can rollerblade, you can longboard, like our friend Charmaine said earlier. And it might not seem like a really big difference if you leave your car at home for 1 week, but if thousands of people are doing it for that week, it really adds up.
Yeah, it definitely does. And last year's Bike to Work Week alone saved 171,000 kilograms of greenhouse gases just from 1 week.
What?
Yeah, and commuting to work is one of the biggest causes of car emissions in Canada. And actually in Canada, we are the 10th largest contributor to CO2 emissions in the world. So anything you can do, even if you biked or walked to work once or twice a week, that would help majorly.
And for people like you where walking or biking isn't really an option, maybe it's really a question of investing in a hybrid or an electric car. And nowadays there's charging stations everywhere, and the price of an electric vehicle nowadays really isn't that expensive, and there are incentives to invest in something like that. I think the government will rebate up to like $2,000 for you to buy an eco-friendly vehicle.
And I wish I would have known that when I was buying my car. I just bought a cute little Fiat, which I love, and one of the main factors was good on gas and small and compact, but I wish I would have known that. I would have bought an electric car. But if buying a vehicle isn't in the books for you, you can always use great services like Car2Go.
Car2Go is amazing. I know, and it's getting huge in the Lower Mainland. Unfortunately, it's not in Chilliwack yet, but I'm sure it will be out here sooner. But Car2Go is way cheaper than a taxi. You don't have to worry about parking, which is one of the best parts. And all you have to do is you locate the nearest car with an app on your phone, and you reserve it, you get in, you go. That's it.
It's great.
It costs like 41 cents a minute. It's so cheap.
It's going to put car dealerships and taxis definitely out of business. Woo, but we might want to keep the taxis just in case we have a few too many beverages at night. But we want to know, what do you think about green transportation? What would it take for you to do any green transportation? Let us know. We want to keep this conversation going, so contact us through Facebook or Twitter, and thank you for watching. We'll see you back on the next episode of Hot Button.